It was a sunny afternoon, and 16-year-old Mia was walking home from school. Her stomach growled loudly as she passed by the bustling food stalls on Market Street. The smell of spicy noodles and sizzling kebabs filled the air, pulling her closer. She spotted her favorite vendor, Mr. Ravi, who always greeted her with a warm smile and a hot plate of crispy samosas. Mia couldn't resist. She handed over her pocket money and bit into the golden snack. The crunch was perfect, and the spicy feeling made her taste buds dance. As she devoured the food, she noticed a man coughing while cooking nearby. It didn't bother her then, but it would soon. Later that night, Mia's stomach felt strange. She tossed and turned in bed, clutching her abdomen. By morning, she was pale and weak. Her mom took her to the doctor, who said she had food poisoning. "Did you eat anything suspicious?" the doctor asked. Mia hesitated before admitting she had eaten from a street stall. Her mom frowned. "You've been warned about hygiene, Mia." The doctor gave her medicine and strict advice to avoid street food. Mia promised to be more careful, but little did she know, this was just the beginning. A week later, Mia felt better and returned to school. Her best friend, Arjun, teased her about her street food obsession. "You're a loyal customer to those food stalls," he laughed. But Mia was determined to prove she wasn't careless. She decided to visit Market Street again, not to eat, but to observe. As she walked along the stalls, she noticed things she had never paid attention to before. A vendor washed plates in murky water. Another dropped a piece of chicken on the ground, picked it up, and tossed it back on the grill. Her stomach churned, but she was too intrigued to stop watching. Mia returned home and shared her observations with Arjun. He suggested they do a secret investigation. Armed with a notebook and camera, they spent the next week recording everything happening on Market Street. They captured shocking scenes, vendors reusing dirty oil, flies hovering over uncovered food, and garbage piling up next to the stalls. It was horrifying but eye-opening. "How can we eat this?" Mia whispered, her stomach twisting. Arjun suggested posting their findings online, but Mia wasn't ready. "Let's dig deeper," she said. She felt there was more to uncover. Mia and Arjun decided to visit Mr. Ravi's stall after hours. They wanted to know where his ingredients came from. To their surprise, they found him unloading sacks of vegetables from a dirty truck. The vegetables were wilted and covered in dirt. "What's going on, Mr. Ravi?" Mia asked, unable to hide her disappointment. Mr. Ravi looked embarrassed. "It's what I can afford, beta. Customers want cheap food," he said. Mia realized it wasn't just about greed, it was a cycle of compromise. Still, it didn't justify serving unsafe food. She decided it was time to take action. The next day, Mia and Arjun followed another vendor to his storage facility. What they saw shocked them to their core. The storage was a dimly lit room filled with rats scurrying around sacks of flour. The smell of decay was unbearable. Mia couldn't believe people ate food prepared from this place. She snapped pictures and videos, her hands shaking. "We need to tell everyone about this," Arjun said, his voice firm. Mia nodded, but deep down, she felt conflicted. What if exposing this hurt people like Mr. Ravi, who depended on their stalls to survive? Mia and Arjun spent days editing their footage into a short, hard-hitting video. They added captions like, "Would you eat this?" and "The hidden truth behind your favorite snacks." When they uploaded it online, they weren't prepared for the reaction. The video went viral overnight. People were horrified, angry, and curious. News channels picked it up, and reporters flooded Market Street. Vendors were forced to clean up their stalls or shut down. While Mia felt proud, she also worried about the impact on people's livelihoods. Had she done the right thing? One day, Mia visited Market Street to see the changes. Mr. Ravi spotted her and frowned. "Mia, why did you do this?" "I've lost so many customers," he said angrily. Mia felt a pound of guilt. "I didn't mean to hurt you, Mr. Ravi. I wanted people to know the truth," she replied. He sighed. "I understand, but we are struggling now. It's not easy to fix things when you have no money." Mia realized she needed to find a way to help vendors improve their practices without ruining their businesses. Mia and Arjun came up with an idea, the Clean Food Initiative. They started a crowdfunding campaign to provide street vendors with basic hygiene supplies like gloves, clean water, and sanitizers. To their surprise, many people supported the cause. Within weeks, they raised enough money to make a difference. Mia visited Market Street with the supplies, explaining to vendors how to use them. Some were reluctant, but others, like Mr. Ravi, embraced the change. "Thank you, Mia," he said. "I'll do my best to keep my food safe." Just as things were improving, a new twist emerged. Mia received an anonymous message warning her to stop her campaign. "You're hurting the street food industry," it read. At first, Mia brushed it off, but then strange things started happening. Someone slashed her bicycle tires, and Arjun found threatening notes in his locker. They realized someone didn't want them to succeed. But instead of backing down, they decided to fight harder. "This just proves we are doing the right thing," Mia said, her eyes blazing with determination. After weeks of suspicion, Mia and Arjun caught the person behind the threats. It was a wealthy restaurant owner who felt their campaign was driving customers away from his high-priced meals. "You think you're helping people, but you're ruining businesses," he sneered. Mia confronted him calmly. "We are not against street food. We are for safe food. You could join us instead of trying to stop us," she said. The man scoffed and walked away, but Mia knew she had won. He wouldn't dare threaten them again. Market Street transformed over the next few months. Vendors cleaned up their stalls, used fresh ingredients, and adopted better practices. Customers returned, praising the improved hygiene. Mr. Ravi's stall became a model of cleanliness. "People trust me again, thanks to you," he told Mia. She felt a warm glow of pride. Even the doctor who had scolded Mia earlier praised her efforts. "You've turned your mistake into something wonderful," he said with a smile. Mia's campaign inspired others to take action. Schools started teaching students about food safety, and local authorities began regular inspections of street food stalls. Mia and Arjun were invited to give talks about their journey. They shared their story with humor and honesty, encouraging others to stand up for what they believed in. The crowdfunding campaign continued, providing more vendors with resources to improve their businesses. Market Street became a shining example of what a community could achieve together. One day, while enjoying a fresh plate of noodles on Market Street, Mia noticed a familiar face, Arjun, filming the food stalls again. "What are you doing?" she asked. Arjun grinned. "Just making sure everything stays clean. You never know who might slip back into bad habits." Mia laughed, but deep down, she knew he was right. Change was fragile, and they had to keep fighting to protect it. Years later, Mia looked back on her journey with pride. Market Street was now famous for its clean, delicious food. Vendors credited her for their success, and customers felt safe enjoying their favorite snacks. Mia realized that sometimes, doing the right thing wasn't easy, but it was always worth it. She smiled, knowing she had made a difference, and vowed never to stop fighting for what mattered.